Hey Reflections! So today this video is going to be all about astrology and numerology. Now, there are a lot of synchronicities in my life and everything is starting to make sense, like right now. First off, today, 8/14/2016, is actually a master number, 22. That is the architect, the builder, the visionary. Also, there have been a lot of synchronicities in astrologers or numerologists contacting me or me contacting them to get more information. And when I first received my upgrade in DMT, I realized that it was nothing special. Everybody has the ability, everybody has it in them to be the master, because at the end of the day, we are all masters, reincarnating over and over and over to realize the truth of ourselves and the oneness. When I was growing up, I used to have very angry parents. Very bitter, very angry, very deeply embedded into the programming. Now, I always promised myself I wouldn't be this person. I wouldn't belittle anyone, I wouldn't make fun of anybody, and I wouldn't act out and lash out on somebody just to make myself and my own ego feel better. So the first synchronicity happened when I was going through supposedly my DMT psychosis, which to me is a coming into knowing that everything that you have been taught and everything that you have learned is a lie. And I feel certain systems that have been put into place by the New Age supposedly movement is quite false, and I am not afraid to talk truth because I see it all around me, and how there is a lot of misinformation to misguide or mislead a person, in turn looking down on themselves and their own human experience, and how important you are in the whole entire scheme of things. My last DMT trip made me realize that everything happened for a reason, nothing was by chance, and I was supposed to live in my divine path, whether I liked it or not. The second synchronicity was when an astrologer that I had contacted read my birth date and had my sun and my moon chart, which I will be putting up, and told me, you are going to be the very thing that you hate, which is the spiritual teacher, which is the master, the knower, the exposer of the occult and the hidden knowledge. You will be deep into Kundalini experiences and basically all types of stuff like that. Basically things that I did not really foresee in my future because I had just destroyed my ego. That's basically it. I completely ripped apart my ego with DMT, and then I was reborn as a new person. Now, the second synchronicity, I usually, when it comes to life-changing events, I take a hint at the first sign, but then when a reflection contacts me and wants to know my numerology report, and actually this reflection gave me so much knowing, and I thank all my reflections out there that are encouraging me. We are encouraging each other and we are helping each other. So one reflection made me more conscious of how to alkaline my body, and how food source is energy. Another reflection reminded me of numerology and how important that is. And this reflection put my birth date in a computer program that was created by Hans Decoz. Now you could search him online, you could go to decoz.com, you download the program, and he was quite shocked and pretty much freaking out over my numerology. And he explained to me that my numerology was 33. 33 is one of the most important numbers in numerology. It is the master. It has both the 22 and the 11 in it, which I saw today with 22. And you have to read into everything. Everything in your life is divine. Every single number is a invitation to decode the nature of your reality. And then I was looking at my subscriber count of reflections. The subscriber count was 137. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 7 is 11. So within one day, I had seen my birth date, which was a 33, 22, which is the number of today, and 11, which, man, the synchronicity. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts, but it's my life. And it made me want to talk about Vedic Astrology and Numerology. See, KRSchannel, if you don't know him, I will link all of his information down below. He is doing amazing work. There are a lot of numerologists and astrologists that are benefiting from people not seeing the highest potential in themselves. By people profiting, I mean if somebody reads your astrology and they read you your astrology in the worst way possible, they in turn can profit off of you. How can they do that? They can profit by selling you trinkets to wash away certain curses and hexes that are in your birth chart. Now KRS completely has rediscovered and reinvented astrology. And without even knowing me or knowing my background or anything, he was right on point with my birth and my birth date and the life events and everything. He told me that I would be in seclusion until 2017, or by the time I was 30, 31. And that I would, in this time, in the years of my seclusion from 25 to 31, I would attain great knowledge. I didn't tell him about my experiences or anything. He just kind of knew everything, and it was almost like magic. He also told me that I would be pursuing a career in the occult, hidden knowledge, all of the things that I was always attracted to as a child. So this is how astrologers kind of con you into thinking, I am nothing, I am helpless, and I am doomed, basically, which is not the case. Another way that numerologists downplay the human experience is by saying you should not add up all your digits in your birth date, because if you get a master number that way, then you are not really a master number. You have to do a certain equation. This is also false. If numbers are aligned in a certain way, you calculate them. And if you just so happen to calculate them and they become an 11, a 22, or a 33, you don't touch them. This is common knowledge, and this is what Pythagoras and other mystery schools were teaching. Now, they have diluted the human experience by basically saying all 33s with the numerology, or 22s or 11s with the numerology within their birth date are not actually masters, which is basically telling all the masters that they're not really important. So be aware of the trickery that you see. If somebody is not aligning to the right vibration, as an awakened being, you will be able to tell. You will be able to tell because of the energy they are outputting. Are you on their level of programming, and are you resonating with that? There are two types of programming. There's good and bad. There's evil and there's love. There's fear and there's beauty. So these are all different programmings, and it is our job to decipher and to see where we are in between and have a balance of them. So yeah, that's what I have to say, guys. I really encourage you guys to start getting into your numerology and astrology. And this is a really amazing time because we are all reincarnated on this earth right now to realize that we are truly masters. That's great. It's awesome. And we are all helping each other collectively. Thank you so much for all my reflections that are so awesome and supporting me so much. I learned so much from you. And honestly, if it wasn't talking into this camera right now and just speaking my truth, I probably would have been a little insane, and I would have probably been on the other side of truth. But if we actually think about good and evil, it is actually different sides of the same coin. Anyway, I'm going to explain to you guys about numerology right now. So as you can see over here, we just add up all the digits. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6 equals 33. Now if you have a 33 like this, you do not break it. It's a master number. You don't break the 11s, the 22s, or the 33s. You do break the number if it is, say, a 2 and a 4. That equals a 6. Now if you see from the numerology, just for the next few days and the past few days, I've put 8 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. Skip the 0 because 0 is infinity and cannot be calculated. That is God's source. Plus 1 plus 6 equals 21. 2 plus 1 equals 3. The same with 22. 8 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 22. However, since it's a master number, you do not break it down. You leave it as 22. For 815, it would be 8 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And the next one, 8/16/2016, would be 8 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 24. And in this instance, this is where you would add the 2 plus 4 and it would equal 6. So I hope that helped you guys out a little bit, and maybe you guys could start reading your numerology. Anyway, reflections, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day.